segment 2. We are $250,000 into the show.
Show me the money.
Show me the money, baby.
Show me the money.
Oh,
that was a good movie.
You know, it was a good movie. It
Yeah,
was
Tom
a good
Cruise.
movie. Jerry Maguire, you know, Tom Cruise has been nominated for an Oscar 3 times. He hasn't won.
Really?
Never won.
That's sad.
Remember Paul Newman, he was nominated 6 times, and I think he finally won for The Color of Money, which had Tom Cruise in it.
Mm-hmm.
And, then he finally got his. But Tom Cruise has never won an Academy Award.
Wow, that's really shocking.
It is.
I mean, when you think about all the movies that he's been part of, they're endless.
Yeah, well, he's been nominated 3 times and has never won. So
Kind of like Susan Lucci with the
yeah.
daytime. Is it daytime Emmys or whatever?
She finally won after like
I'm-
16, 17 times.
Lots of
I know.
times.
All you millennials are like, Susan who?
Who?
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
She's awesome.
Well, we're going to get into something. Let's get into segment 2 right here. Now, I don't want to get into all the controversy of this week because everybody seems to be an expert now.
Oh,
Everybody's an expert now. Oh, yeah, we're like, everybody knows everything. Well, okay, thank you. So, thank you for all the Facebook trolls out there. We appreciate all your input. So, but I do want to talk about something that I'm going to get your input on. How important is to this country, because they had a poll. They polled millennials, and these millennials are the younger cats that are moving up.
Right.
Okay? And a vast amount of them said it was okay to stop people from saying things that they didn't like. In other words, if we don't approve of it, then we don't want to have someone voice that opinion. And I'm always, being an old school guy, I'm like, the popular speech you don't have to protect.
Mm-hmm.
You have to protect the speech that is not popular. And I know going through my generation, my time growing up, the fact that, hey, you may not like what you hear, but
You have to respect it.
You have, to the point where I may not like what you say, but I will die giving you the opportunity to say it. I will take a bullet for you, so
God
that
bless
you
our
can,
military.
You can. That's right. I will, so that you can say what you want to say, even though I think it's vile and whatever it is. I will die to give you that opportunity to do it. So that's where I kind of grew up on. So, how important is this? Because we now, we had this incident last weekend.
Tragic.
And it upset me in so many ways, more ways than more people can imagine. But this particular group did have a permit.
Mm-hmm.
They had a permit to have a march. Now, the march turned into a brawl. Lord knows, I've been in enough barroom brawls to know how those things get started. All it takes is one word, and then it's off to the races. So the important thing is, if you were a mayor of a town, would there be a line that you draw in the sand saying, you know what, I'm not going to permit this rally? Is there a line? Is the question, or is it's just a free for all? You gotta call the cops out there and say, you know what, I hate to do it, guys, but we got this rally and no one likes them. They're Black Bart. Everybody hates them, but they have the right to have that rally. What do we do? What do we do, Mayor? What do we do?
I mean, freedom of speech is so very important.
Right.
My opinion is where we're at in the world today, we've lost the respect.
Right.
To respect it, I don't have to like you, nor do I have to agree with you, but I need to at least hear you and respect what you have to say.
Right.
Everybody gets so heated and so angry so quick, and yelling and violence doesn't resolve anything. Being calm and cool and compassionate, that's what's going to change the world. You know what? If you don't like white people, hey, that's your prerogative. If you don't like black people, that's your prerogative. But to become so aggressive and death results of this,
Right.
There's got to be a moral compass that has to turn. We have a right to say what we feel. We have a right to say what we think. We don't have a right to dismiss others like what's going on. Maybe not right, but it just sucks. Plain out sucks, people.
Yeah.
Grow the frick up. Respect each other. We're all here.
It's a tough call.
It's a tough call.
Because
I mean,
specifically this issue is such,
it's just full of hate.
It is, and
It's
it's
hate.
been,
It's
and
hate
it's, and it's,
speared.
it was, it's 150 years old basically. So I don't want to get too deep into that because Lord knows we can have a whole show on it. You can have a whole class on it. You can literally get a degree in this stuff in college. But I have to admit something.
What?
I run this studio. I'm the one that says, well, who gets a show and who doesn't. What would happen if someone came to me and said, I'm going to do a show and it's about this topic and it's something that I just thought was just wrong? Where would I draw the line and say, you know what? I don't want to deal with you on my network.
There's your moral compass, and there is your right to make that decision.
Right.
This is your show. This is your business. If that moral compass for you points down and you are not comfortable with
Right.
it, you have the right to choose to say no.
But am I stifling free speech? Here I am. I claim to be a free speech guy. If you don't like what people say, go move to Cuba. Everybody's saying the same thing down there.
Yep.
And if you say something different, they'll just shoot you in the back
Go
of
to
the
South
head.
Korea.
North Korea.
North Korea, sorry.
They'll just shoot you in the back of the head.
I mean, this
that's
is, to me, yes, everyone has the freedom of speech.
right.
But again, this is your show. You have the right to choose what content you want on your show, because at the end of the day, what you allow to come in
Right.
does represent
The brand.
brand.
I understand that. And so, what we do here at WCOBM, it's pretty simple. As long as you can have a show, if it's a biting issue show, I don't mind it because I love free speech. If it's just to sit here and for a half an hour, and just spew out hate, I won't allow it. But if you want to sit in here and debate and try to, educate, we don't have a problem with that. But I just wanted to kind of talk. I just wanted to talk about, because what I saw since this incident is a lot of people hating people who hate people.
yes.
Everybody just hating everybody. People hating this group, and well, if you hate that group, I hate you. So everybody just hating everybody.
They're sheep. People are following other people. They're really not listening to the facts, to the content. They're blowing it out of proportion. Again, it's bred with hate.
Right.
It's bred with ignorance and hate. And
Right.
with that, this is what comes of it.
Right.
Grow up.
Well, it's going to be interesting because it's not going to go away, because as
not.
we well know, the big push now is to remove a lot of the Confederate statues that are, and we got to admit, here in the West,
Yeah.
we don't have any of that
No, we
here,
don't.
and I never grew up with that, and I've never, to be honest, I've never seen a Confederate statue in my life.
Nor have I.
And so when there's all this brouhaha going back there about these statues, I have to admit I'm a little bit out of the norm, because I've never seen one before in my life, and I can understand both sides here, but at the same time, if I had to come down, I would probably come down on one way or another. But I will tell you, it does seem like we are going to go through a period of time here that's going to be very painful to
Dark.
all us people in the middle,
Yeah.
because the fringes are controlling the narrative.
Yes. And because we don't deal with that on a daily basis, like I can't even comprehend how that must make somebody from the South feel because of the history behind it.
Right.
I was blessed. I grew up here in Las Vegas, and my parents taught me to love people,
Right.
not a race, not a color. Respect everybody, love everybody, give everybody the benefit of the doubt, first
Right.
and foremost. So to not understand that, I have a hard time having an opinion on it. Therefore, I keep my opinion to
Right.
myself. Other than don't breed hate.
Right. So I would just say, my friends from the South, I'm just have to take a pass, because like I said, I didn't grow up in that area. I've never seen a Confederate statue anywhere. I guess if I lived in a small town in the South and I looked at a statue every day and it was just something you passed on the bus and it's just sitting there and
It would probably break
overgrown
my
with
heart.
trees, I don't know how it feels. So anyway, we're not gonna. That's kind of what I want to talk about in segment 2. That take a step back, and if you do believe in a free speech, if you really believe in that, remember, protecting speech that is popular
Yes.
That's not what the First Amendment's for. It's for protecting speech that is unpopular.
Right.
And sometimes you just got to sit there and just have to listen to stuff that just you don't.
And just be kind and
just
don't say
all right,
anything.
and just find a way to voice your own opinion. All right, we'll be back for segment 3 right after this. Good job, lady.